And then he says, and whither I go, you know, and the way you know. So he's saying, and where I'm going, you know, right? You know I'm talking about heaven, and the way, you know. He's assuming they know the way. I think Jesus is doing this specifically here to get them to question because he knows they don't, right? Jesus has a very interesting way that he likes to reveal things. And so Thomas, which we know to be doubting Thomas, we'll read that later on, says in verse 5, Lord, we know not whither thou goest, and how can we know the way? He's saying, Lord, we don't know where you're going, and so how can we know the way if we don't know where you're going? Which is the exact opposite of what Jesus just said in verse 4. Then Jesus says to them in verse 6, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh unto the Father but by me. Pretty bold truth claim. He's claiming to be God once again there. We read earlier on that Jesus says that he is the door, right? The sheep, the only way the sheep can enter into his fold, into his pasture, into this eternal bliss, this rest, is through Jesus. So he's claiming to be the only way to go to heaven. He's claiming that they have to enter in through him and that he's the one who allows them in because he's the door he can open up or close.